We are out here at the Disc Golf Pro Tour to round one for the late. It's a perfect day out here with blue skies, no wind, light dew on the ground. Melody Waybell opts for the wide, that too looks like just inside circles edge. Lisa goes for the more direct route, places a little that should be up near circle's edge. Tina also going with the hyzer route, gets a good skip at the end. Thank you. And then Jessica Weiss takes the forehand route straight down the middle and winds up behind a tree that should be right around circle 2. Skimble has a mind of its own on the left to right axis, or as some would call it, the longitudinal axis. Latitudinal. So I can't really control what it's looking at. We won't be on the ground, but there is no telling what direction we're going to be looking other than that. We have Jessica Weiss with a very good run, straddle putt from around the big tree. She goes just over the top of the basket. Next up we have Lisa, just outside of circle 1, about halfway to circle 2. Lisa hitting a huge outside the circle putt. About 45 feet. Tina Stenitis at about 25 feet. hits just right side, but sits down. She should have an easy tap in for 3. Melody Waybell taps in her easy 2 from 20 feet. Jessica Weiss with the 3. Sorry. And Tina with the easy 3. Can't help but notice how beautiful the light is. Or maybe that's just Tina. Probably both. But look at this green. Doesn't get much better than that. Welcome to Florida. We got some Spanish moss in the trees. Giving this golf course a little bit more personality than your typical golf course. The fairways have some little swamps, not big enough for a gator or anything, don't worry, but reports of some sizable water moccasins. Lovely live oaks. Some palms. And a pretty... We are on hole 4. It's a par 3, 300 feet, straight ahead into those trees down yonder. As we take scores.
Oh, this is like skeeto land right here. For real? Dang. Yep. Right here. Hole 3. I got 3. Melody, 2. 2. Lisa, 3.
Melody and Lisa taking the only 2s. Mello will start us out. She gives it a little hyzer, finishes out left. Lisa puts it out wide to the right.
Oh. That'll put.
Tina Stenitis lands about the same area as Jessica. Jessica pushes the ceiling a little bit, throwing a mid-range, and it just pipes right down the center. What was that? Psst. Psst, what was it?
The KC Pro Rock.
Ooh, with the KC Pro Rock right down the middle.
Pro.
Pretty, straight, flat, everything you want out of a disc golf shot. Although that last green was pretty and ferny and palmy, it also was the home of many mosquitoes that seem to enjoy the same thing as I do. Walking up to another beautiful Florida green. We'll check in with Melody Waybell and Tina Sinitis over here on the left side after hyzering out a little bit early. Melody and Tina make their best attempts at an awkward straddle putt around a large oak tree. Lisa hits another huge putt just inside circle one. Almost right on the line. Jessica taps in her birdie, and that will be a birdie for Lisa Ficus and Jessica Weiss. Back to back for Lisa. Melody and Tina will tap in their easy threes. And we are on to hole 4.
Another par. Tina, 3.
No, you're good. Really, you're fine. We want more excitement in the shot, so get in there. Get in there. Melody jazzing up the morning. So we're on a military base, so frequent flyovers. That looked like an F-15. Sounded like one too. This is a 381-foot par 3, hole 5. Another one that seems to just go straight down the middle. Lisa hyzers out early left. Jessica trying to work a hyzer flip to the left side. It also hyzers out early. but might have put. Melody grabs an early tree on the left, but it pops her out in the middle of the fairway. Tina throws through her fighter jet on top of us. Clips a tree on the right, kicks her off into the woods. We'll blame it on the jet. First up, I believe we'll have Melody, tucked up behind this palmetto. A little bit of an awkward stance. Avoiding the tree, she leans back a little bit and puts it out right, but it should land her up in between circles 1 and 2. The fighter jet comes back for a third as we look for Tina's disc. Sorry about the loud multiple fighter jets circling us. Lots of low passes. What is happening? What is happening? Tina Briars. She has a fairly obstructed shot. Her arm is definitely having to dodge thorns and vines with that nasty kick on the fairway tree. Caddy Paige Pierce out here helping her out. She pops out. She will have an open shot to the basket, still about 200 feet out. She throws her up shot, and she is inside the circle. Should be lined up for an easy tap in 4. Par 3. It's not me, it's my gimbal. Lisa looks for her discs just off the fairway in Meadow Rough. For those of you who are called that for a reason, because their edges are like saws. Not friendly, not where you want to land, but definitely a common occurrence on Florida greens. She'll have a tricky step out forehand. Trying to penetrate to the green, get her par. Looking at the forehand roller and herself a putt. She'll be just out between circle 1 and circle 2.
Looks cozy,
It's a rough one. Yeah.
Be careful, those are sharp on the edge.
I know, right? I was kind of scared. Thanks.
Jessica Weiss in the same predicament, just off the left side of the fairway. They call it rough. Lisa at least had a step out. Jessica's going to have to really work with something creative. Florida's like the Australia of the United States. Nothing's friendly. Also opting for the forehand roller, she gets a bad kick off an early stump and lands wide right outside of circle 2. Awesome to see the ladies out here using the tools in their bags, trying those forehand rollers. I know no one likes to use them, but it's nice to see them trying. Oh, was that a bird? Did y'all see that bird?
Red hair. Is that a fish?
Was that a fish? Looks like Jessica will be up again. She sadly has kind of an unlucky stance behind a tree. She throws a forehand upshot, land at about 36 feet. Walking up to her lie again. Nobody likes to have to go 3 times in a row. Oh, and she will not. Lisa's forehand roller. Oh my God, that is 3 in the row. Outside the circle bangers. She's on one today, folks. It's going to be fun to watch. When Lisa gets on this train from. Hits the band dead center. She'll be tapping in for a 5 on this 380-foot par 3. This is mellow lay-in 2. Hoping to get it at just outside circle 1 with a straddle of those today. Gives it a solid run, lands dead center over the top of the basket. We'll have an easy tap-in 4. Tina, lay-in 2, looking for her 3. Oh, just kidding, this is for 4. Another awkward straddle stance. And this hole doesn't look hard, but gave these ladies a run for money. Lisa with the only 3 after screen. I'd say 45 or 50 foot putt. Probably 50. It's close to circle 2's edge. Mellow barely making it in the cage, but making it nonetheless. Tina taps in her 5. As good as you can be. Said as good as you can be. And we are off to hole 6. I'm not sure. Apparently this is a little bit of a long walk to our next tee pad. Taking a scenic route out here. There's a little bit of wind. I'm sorry if it's affecting the sound. Also, I keep getting flashed that it's a very bad connection. Sorry if it is pixelated or blurry or any of those things. Talk to myself, or I could talk to these ladies.
Hi. Talk to yourself.
Talk to myself. Okay, cool. I'm getting really good at it.
What have you been talking about?
Mostly nature.
Nature?
Mm-hmm. And a little bit of disc golf.
Nah.
So some of the issues we had in our test yesterday were the wind creating a lot of noise on the microphone. I'm sorry if that's blasting your eardrums. I'm trying to cover it. And I was right, we are on hole 6. We look to maybe have caught up. Oh, no, we're good. We're clear. This is a par 5. 884 feet from the long pad with an OB creek. Who got the only par on the card on hole 5. Lisa pumps the drive right out in the middle of the fairway. Mellow looks to do the same. Maybe lets the headwind get to it. Next up we have Jessica Weiss. Throwing a hyzer flip with a star shrike. A little hesitant of the headwind, but it's in the middle nonetheless. Last but not least, we have Tina Stenitis. She throws a bomb down the right side of the fairway, lands right in the middle. Now, I hope the sound is not too bad. Let me know, please. Feedback is appreciated. Let me know if there's anything I can do differently. Another low pass. I guess being on a military base, we will be dealing with flybys all day. It's funny, we did not notice them during practice. Kind of an exciting distraction if you have to have one. First up, we will have Jessica Weiss. Can't quite see it, but there is a little creek that is out of bounds. She throws one of her amazing forehands. It is a bomb. Lays up to the landing zone before approaching the green on this par 5. The out of bounds pond is right here, and you can see it in the distance. Melody Waybell looks to have about the same placement, maybe a little shorter. Next up we have Tina Stenitis. She throws another bomb and places it in about the same spot as Melody Waybell. Close push in the OB sidewalk we have here on the left, but seems to be safe. Lisa throws a forehand as well as the wind kicks up. Grabs the nose a little bit, pushes it down, and turns it over. But it's in the middle of the fairway, even a little shorter than Lisa would have liked. Hi, Daniel Shuno. Happy to have you. Give us a name, Daniel. Lisa seems to grip lock a little. She throws a tough approach from there. This shot is definitely scary with the OB on the left and the OB creek long. But she seemed to rush the shot a little bit. For Daniel's daughter, there's Paige right there on the bag, helping her teammate Tina Stenitis. Tina. Mello goes for the green and will wind up short. Get a red flag. Jessica Weiss after her bomb forehand. Steps up and looks to approach the green again.
Go.
She doesn't quite give it enough snap, and it winds up short, right. I'm guessing the creek wraps around the green. Out of bounds. The connection is very bad where I am. I am sorry. I only have 2 bars out of 5. I can't staying tuned. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Steve's Patreon supporters. Lisa has found her disc in the woods on the right side and will have a tough look. This island green. We will not be able to see Lisa. She is deep in the woods.
Straight out.
She lays up. Tina approaches the green and powers one. A little deep, but I believe it is safe back there. You want to switch jobs? Yeah, right. Seriously, this is the worst.
Do you have to do it for the guys too?
Lisa is approaching the green, turns it over a little bit, but should land safe just outside of circle 1. Thank you so much. For the next minute or so, I am trying to attach my charger. My phone is slowly draining. I'm going to pause the live footage as they look for the out of bounds discs in the creek, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. The gimbal is malfunctioning. We have an out of bounds dispute.
I don't mind like compromising. Like I didn't have an angle from where I was. I thought it was further back. Yeah, we do have a weird angle for that there.
We're discussing where Melody Waybell went out of bounds.
I didn't think it was ever going to come out.
I think we do have a strange angle from that there. Right up here. I'll give you there.
If you were standing up here, I think
The way this comes back, it's so hard to tell. Like it looks like a straight line back there. So.
if he's up here and he's watching,
I'll give it to you.
and we're way back there. That's fine.
He's awesome.
I thought it was like,
This?
You
No, it's not.
Huh?
It's off.
really?
That's cool.
Yeah, I want them to be
I thought I
happy
was
and
going
then
to
I'll
make
be
it up
upset.
there, but I never. Right on.
Jessica, we throw them where she went out of bounds.
It's fine. He literally just held this line and lost his bounds.
Safe back there. I'm sorry that I had to abandon the gimbal. I cannot charge my phone and use the gimbal at the same time, so we'll spend a couple holes like this eventually. Melody, given a nice easy approach, she'll be near OB on the right, just inside of circle 1. Again, I apologize for the bumpy feed. The gimbal cannot be used while charging your device. I'm no engineer, just a disc golfer with a hurt wrist. This par 5, hole 6. jets pass over again. Welcome back, guys. We feel safe. Looking at the basket. We have another OB dispute from where Jessica threw that she believes she crossed the green on this side. After Lisa putt just outside the circle, we have Tina putting right back at us, 10 feet outside circle 1. The solid run. Jessica Weiss taking her in the rough on the edge of the green. She's a little frustrated approach to the green. She threw a forehand that she believed crossed on the green side of the OB ditch, but the spotter and the rest of the players disagreed. She threw a provisional, but decided not to throw the second shot from where she thinks she crossed in bounds last on the green side of the OB creek, and instead just took her lie where the spotter marked his flag. Makes a run from at about 38 or 40 feet, just over the top of the basket. Mellow putts from 25. Opting for the straddle stance like she usually does. A little low, but still finds the chains. Tossing whales on the green out here on hole 6. Lisa approaches her lie from about 15 feet. Makes it look easy. Tina from about the same. Right in the center of the chains. And Jessica will tap out as well from about the same distance. These ladies make it look easy. After that long, riddled par 5, we move on to hole 7, which, if I remember correctly, is a short, very short, ace runnable par 3. Super straight, a little bit of trees lining the fairway near the basket, but wide open most of the way. Hanging out while the ladies tally up their scores. We have, like I said, hole 7, a par 3 286-foot shot. Definitely in the ace range for all these ladies. At the very least, we'll see some sweet birdies. Mellow with the 6. Lisa with the 8-7. With the 6. Bows on that very long and difficult par 5. Jessica, I'm going to borrow the card. Just to give everyone a peek. Seven, 6, 7, 6 on that par 5. Ouch.
Pretty tough.
Very tough. Saw some high numbers with the guides yesterday as well.
Yeah, okay, just got a 7.
Tina up next. If she pulls it a little bit to the right, she'll have a rough lie on the right side, obstructed by many trees. Lisa pushes the boundary low, nose down. And Jessica throws a really nice backhand, landing a little bit on the right side of the green, but should be set up for a birdie look. When you don't use the gimbal out here, it's maybe you can look at it like you're watching The Office. If you even keep watching, I'm so sorry. Right now, my phone is at the ultimate balance where the live coverage is eating up the battery at the exact same pace that it is charging the battery. So I'm staying at an even 30%. Lisa's sitting at about 100 feet. Pulls out the Nova, puts it right under the basket. Will be an easy 3. Next up we'll have Tina. She's looking at full line of trees and palmettos. The palmettos are especially nasty. You just stop it right in its tracks. A little palmetto love.
Where'd it go? Just throw it through the biggest branch.
Palm. It's actually called a frond. It's called a frond. Can you get it straight, please? Mellow with a tree right in her backswing. Still puts it right under the basket. Looks like there'll be a couple of easy threes for some of these ladies. Jessica's the only. Right in the heart. Nice two from Jessica. Mike Collerton, thanks for watching. We appreciate you as much as you appreciate us. These for Mello, Lisa, and Tina as we move on. I can't give you guys a whole preview because I have no clue, but we will find out shortly. Andrew Clausen, can we get 2 thumbs up, please? Can we get 2? You got them. We want them. Watching our media team scoot by on the golf cart.
Wasn't there when we were back? And it was so deep in that creek, like near where the grapes and all that stuff was.
Okay. I will got it.
Taking another long little walk, scenic route. But y'all, check out these pristine fairways. We got pines all the way up and down each side. We got live oaks, we got Spanish moss. And we've got the talent. There's no other place to be right now. You can't charge your phone and use a gimbal at the same time. It's the weirdest, like it doesn't make any sense. How is that possible?
How did they not think of that?
I don't know. Here we are on hole 8. Mike's filling in the thumbs for Andrew, thank you. Here we are on hole 8. It's a par 4, 780 feet. Pretty wide open the whole way, typical golf course golf. Again, for those of you tuning in, I'm so sorry about the lack of steady gimbal hand, but I'm trying to charge while filming. Tina just kicking pine cones at the media. She obviously doesn't write time, but I'm going to give it to her anyways. Ooh, she's jamming. What are we doing? Tina lives at a roller disco in her head. First up, we have Jessica Weiss. Ripping a backhand. So much power. Right down the middle. Mello does the same. Puts it right in the middle. With the iconic palm tree.
So stable. So safe.
Tina pulls out the meat.
I could have thrown that way over there.
And last up we have Lisa. Also throwing a meaty disc and landing on the left side of the fairway. Looks like she rolled out of the edge though, and she should have a open stance and open stance. For the first time this week, it is heating up out here. We've had cloudy, overcast conditions and wind every day, and today it's perfectly still, perfectly sunny. Barely any clouds in the sky. What we want when we come to... Feels good to be home. Ryan, I'm glad you think this is sweet. I think you're sweet. We enjoy having you guys. I swear I'll get back to... I don't know if Steve told you when he sent out the link, but today is definitely a little bit of a test run, trying to figure out what's going to work in the field, trying to figure out if I'm good at this job. So far, I would say I got a maybe. Tina lines up a backhand, puts it right in the basket. Don't know if you can see, but is all the way down here by this white flag. Lisa will have to start her run up in the tree. Clear swing, and she booms it. Get out of that. This flying whale just came out of nowhere from the sky. Wonder who dropped it. Or launched. Mello crushes a backhand out over the OB sidewalk, but lands safe. No skin off her back. However, to be a little scared of this OB sidewalk on the right, pulling out their meat hooks.
I don't know what we deal with.
Did you get that football? That might gotten all of us. Up on it. Next up we have Jessica Weiss. A long shot. Jessica pumps one over the OB, or dodges it, and she bit off about as much as you can chew, and it worked. We like to see that. We like risks out here. Yeah, ladies? Oh, Mike Cullerton, I think you're the best person watching. No offense to everyone else, but I mean, come on. He just buttered my biscuits. I need a butter. Daniel, I hope your daughter's still enjoying the footage this morning, unless she's at school, which she probably should be. And if so, I hope she has a good day at school and learns everything. Tina discuss tactics for approaching the green. Woo! Tina bombs one. And
I didn't even throw it that hard.
no? Never mind. Is that not the basket over there on the right? Oh, okay. I obviously cannot see the OB very well from my location. Tina boomed one. It did land out of bounds. Next up we have Lisa. She will land just outside of circle 1, safely on the green. Yes, this is Madison doing the commentary. Last minute addition to the media team. Be out here, why not grab a camera and talk at you guys? Next up we have Melody Waybell. And lands almost right under the basket. And I lost my words. I'll find them in a few minutes. You guys give me a break. Tina flew out of bounds at about this blue flag according to the spotter. She sits about 200 feet, 150 feet outside of the basket. She puts it inside the circle. Just landing in the skinniest portion is green. Finding this small triangle of safety. Looking at about an 85-footer. Giving it a solid run. Woo, just short, but with a perfect line to the basket. Did not realize that this sidewalk was running along the right side of the green. Inside the circle, out of bounds. Not my favorite course design. Lisa hits another boomer from on the line of the circle. I believe that makes 4 booms. Just making it look easy. Mello puts her 25-footer into the bottom of the basket.
Can't tell if that was mocking or genuine, but
Tina up next with a 10-footer. Quiet husband, Eric Oakley. If you're ever looking for him, just listen. You'll probably hear him before you see him. And it's what we love about him. He brings us breakfast.
You guys don't even care I'm here. You just want the food.
Hi, Eric. It's okay.
I forgot.
Paige wants some chicken, in case you didn't hear.
Eat more chicken. I think we're not allowed. Thanks, though.
I'm allowed. Sorry about the wind. We're walking into a headwind. Speed walking. We're trying to get to the next hole so we can eat our chicken. Tina wants her food.
Which one? Which one?
Here you go.
I got her too.
She's like, yeah, I told her I wanted two. And you like made fun of me. You sure you want two?
I have minis, I think.
Oh boy.
Still, my phone battery has only gone up 4%, so we will be working between rounds on a way to charge the phone while also gimbaling. I'm making that a verb. Whoa! Oh my lord! Eric with a new talent of and driving. Love you, baby. Another long walk. Scenic route. Time for Tina to eat. Got to keep these players.
Because they thought the place would be open and they don't open until 10.
Yeah, we got to keep these players nourished. It's hot. We're walking a lot. We're not even halfway done.
Don't tell me that. Are you sure? This is the whole night.
Still not halfway done.
Right.
We're almost though. One thing we have noticed though is that there are not any more zooming us. Ooh, a shady green. Everyone likes this. On the, oh, that is soaking wet.
I think we're wearing black.
Oh my god, that was cold.
He got honey.
That is wet.
Did you? Oh, cool. Please pardon the breakfast break.
Passion.
The filming's going to deteriorate as I eat. Lisa gets some warm-ups in. Mello pumps one right down the middle. Got caught by a low branch. Lisa tries to bond. Also, it's a branch.
Tried to tell you.
Get us with par 5
That was the most slippy
on hole 9. Tina throws a beautiful shot right down the middle.
No problem. How are you not slipping?
Oh no, I have the hiccups and I'm on live. Sorry for everybody at home that can hear my hiccups.
showed me the way. I appreciate it. Okay, so be as dainty as possible. Got
This
it.
is my first time doing a
Now
live
still turn
feed.
it over.
As I go rolling, I get more and more respect for the guys that do this. It's exhausting.
Believe it.
My arm hates it.
You can't even eat.
I can't eat.
Chick-fil-A. Do you want me to feed you?
It's not all bad though when Tina offers to feed you.
One nuggie at a time.
You get the hiccups and the viewers just have to deal with it. Lisa throws a little bit too high of a shot and it lands to the left of this long line of trees. It will give her a very tough third shot. Next up we have Jessica Weiss. She throws a bomb. The wind plays with it a little bit, but it appears to land safe on the right side of the fairway. Next up we have Melody Waybill. We got nicked by this tree branch right above her. She throws a bomb down the dead center. Right where you want to be. Got you.
She's in the zone.
Tina wins the long drive contest on hole 9. Makes it through all the obstacles. Throws another stable disc, overstable disc, that bails out a little further up the fairway. We watch Lisa approach her disc on the other side of this tree barricade. That will definitely prove for a tough approach. The basket's 400 feet away on this 888 foot. Par 5.
Good spot. There's a little gap right there. Okay.
Barely skims the trees and lands on the left side of the fairway with an opening. Fairly good looking one. He tells me to stop talking trash. Tina continues her steady play, puts it right in the middle to the left side of the fairway, but she should have an easy approach to the basket over there. Next up, we have Jessica Weiss over on the right side of the fairway. She has an open look to the basket, but it does kind of wrap around a corner to the right. She looks like she might be lining up beforehand. No one's surprised. That is her specialty. I'm sorry for the terrible camera footage while I get a drink of water. She will have a look at a putt, but it will be a long one. It looks like it's outside the circle too. Melody Waybell throws her approach to the green. Did not quite make it there, but it is well on its way. I would say she's about 80 feet short from where I'm standing to the basket. All right, y'all, I'm done eating. Camera footage, except for while I'm walking. To all those people out there that walk and do live footage, wow, you guys are amazing. I will donate to your Patreon even as a broke disc golfer. Her whale bouncing through the air. Oh, there's another one. There's no whales in Florida. Lisa throws a stable mid. That looks to hyzer right onto the green. Unfortunately, is tucked behind a large tree. Let's go check out her lie. Not ideal, but with Paige Pierce on the bag, anything's possible. Tina throwing whales again. A perfect shot, gets a skip and lands under the basket. Woo! We like it, we're hyped. Tina just laced this gap. Made it look like there was nothing there. Shout out to Megan for letting me borrow his backpack today. Lifesaver. Steve Dodge for funding this media. Shout out to the Patreon supporters for donating and allowing Steve Dodge to fund the media. You guys are amazing. All 7 of you watching, y'all are unbelievable. You're too much. We're lucky to have you. Jessica lays up under the basket. Mello approaches her lie from just outside circle 2. Mello lands just under the basket as well. I believe both of those ladies will be tapping in their pars, if I counted correctly. Don't quote me on that. Definitely don't mark it on the card. I know y'all are probably getting a little bit of wind. I apologize. Lisa pumps another one from the circle's edge, killing it.
Do you want us to bring their shoes?
I think that's 4 or 5 for Lisa from outside. I knew it was going to be one of those kind of days. Tina pumps one in from the circle's edge as well after that very impressive approach shot from between a live oak and a palm tree. And Jessica and Mello tap in their shots. Making it look easy. And now we're half 9, where they put porta potties if they love the ladies. Pink one. You know who that's for. And we approach hole 10. Got a lot of a headwind. I'm so sorry about the wind again. Try to block the microphone as best as I can. 4 just after that brutal par 5. 65 feet. They want to see bombs this weekend. They want to see bombs. Lovely potted plants on the green of hole 10. Looking for a tropical vibe. This hole, we do have another out of bounds creek that crosses the fairway about 200 feet off the tee pad. The rest of the hole is pretty wide open. There is an OB sidewalk along the right side of the fairway that opens up towards the basket, and there's a couple of bunkers along the way as well. Lisa with Lisa. Mello and Jess with R5s.
I got a 5.
And
She got a 4. Lisa got a 4.
yeah.
I think she did, but I guess she did. She did? Okay. You got a 5? 2 was over by me. 3 was over by me. I got a 5. I just wasn't there.
So we got a lovely round of pars from the card and a set with the huge putt. Lisa was going to lay up in front of that 200-foot OB creek, but she's decided even in this gusting headwind that she can't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He got a 5.
Okay, thank you. Because I wasn't sure.
Did you get the
I
first?
thought you did too. You know, that's what it was. I'm sorry, so sorry.
Okay, because I was like, damn, that's a good score. I was like,
No,
5 on the last hole. She forgot about the early tree, but with that big outside the circle putt, I'm sure it felt like a 4.
that's why I sounded a little surprised. Sorry.
No,
I was like, wow.
I was surprised
That's an
too.
impressive foot. Not that you can't do it, but
It's okay.
from way back, you like hit the first tree. Yeah, so I was like, bombs. My 3
When you're playing all these long holes, it's hard to keep up with everybody's score. Instead, we'll have Jessica Weiss up on the tee first. Doesn't look like she's going to lay up either. She's going for it. She puts it on the left side of the fairway and it lands safe. Great shot. Mello up second, checking out the tee pad. Mello throws a bomb that looks to turn over in the headwind, but hits the sidewalk and lands safe. It worked. Lisa does not lay up. In fact, she booms it and lands safe on the other side. Stoked.
How do you think that is to the creek?
How far?
200. Tina opts for the layup. And lands perfectly on this side. Playing it close, but a bunch of ladies doing what we love. How can we not?
Nice service.
There's Will Schusterick. He's the worst. Just kidding. I love that guy. His wife Trish, also an angel. Don't you have some media to be? Tina, look at this layup. Can't get better than that. She asks how far it is when she puts it right where she wants it. Tina takes her meat hook disc And we are over the bridge.
Thanks for spotting.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too.
I'm sure you guys are getting blasted by the wind. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the next hole it will be a little bit more blocked. Out here we are officially rounding out on the farthest away piece of the property and heading back towards Tournament Central. First up we have Jessica Weiss, who lands just over the other side of this OB Creek. She opts for a backhand roller that flips up exactly the way you want it to. But lands on the green. God, that's brutal because that was an amazing shot.
From the drop zone.
Oh, we just heard from Jessica Weiss
In the sand or on the green.
that the bunkers and the greens are not out of bounds. You just have to throw from the drop zone so you don't affect the area, which is an interesting rule change on a ball golf course. I can appreciate that because that was such a great shot and it would be a shame for it to be penalized. Heading for the bunker, and she finds it. She'll be in the drop zone as well. With no penalty stroke. Awesome. Mellow from about as close as the OB as you can get. She has a stake in the way that spooks her shot and does not make bounds. A little low. She'll be taking a shot from about the same lie. Over OB again, this time giving it the height that it needs and crushing it all the way to the green. So did y'all say if it lands on the green and the bunker, it's not OB, but you just take it from the drop zone?
Correct.
That's cool. Interesting. Taking a peek at her approach. Pretty straightforward. OB sidewalk on the right. Pierce giving her some tips, some advice. She pulls out that meat and it's short, Jessica throws her shot from the drop zone, lands a little left, puts it by. Lisa goes, leaves it a little left as well, but it will work. Jessica Weiss hits a huge putt from just inside the hole. Tina hits all. Mello's up next with a 15-footer. .286-foot par 3. I just told you guys all this with my microphone muted. Sorry about that. It's extremely aceable par 3 birdie hole. Up.
5.
Her sidearm falls out a little bit early, hits an early right side tree. She should be able to get in there, but it will not be easy. Lisa up next. Hers falls out early as well. Hits the early tree on the left. Opposite side, same problem. Belle throws one right down the middle. Doesn't get as much turn as she likes, but it does get a nice tree kick that puts her right in the middle. Inside of circle 2 at the very minimum, could be closer. Tina pipes it, turns it over a little bit, but it should slide up and give her a look at 2. We like it.
Steve talked to you about getting the sponsors initials.
He didn't really talk to me about it.
Stop.
Her shot from in the rough on the right side of the fairway. She's got quite a few trees between her and the basket. Throws an extremely hyzer sidearm that hits a tree and kicks right, but she will definitely have a look at a putt. Lisa grips a little too long, hits the tree on the right side of the fairway. It lands just outside of circle 2. But we all know that's in her ball game. Definitely hittable, definitely gettable. Lisa Ficus, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa makes a run at it, but she's got vines, she's got loose leaves, she's got an elevated basket.
Whatever. It's only like 60 feet further.
Tina puts a safe layup. It gets a nasty roll, but it's okay. She's got that all day. Jessica right around circle 2. Running at it. Right down the middle, just over the top of the basket. Melody Waybell gives it a solid run. Lands right underneath. Grabs onto the hill. Great aggressive run. Thank you. Up next, Tina Stenitis. Another aggressive run at the elevated basket, and we love to see that. We ladies going strong. Lisa puts it in there from about 15 feet. Melody will tap in. Oh! I will trip over a root. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a 5-minute break and reattach this phone to the gimbal round for the rest of the holes. I will be back in a jiff. Hole 13, we have a bench. Sorry, Mello. She puts it low, it grabs on though, and we do not have to worry about the OB sidewalk.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Up next, we have Jessica Weiss. She throws a beautiful sidearm. Lands just short of circle 2. 382 foot. Next, we have Lisa Picus. She's lining up a forehand as well. Puts it out over the OB, hoping for a skip, and she gets it. And last but not least, we have Tina Stenitis. She had a little bit of struggles with the putting on hole 12. Took the only non-par. But she follows it up with a beautiful backhand that grabs on and sits right in the middle of the fairway. Puts it underneath that low-hanging branch, makes it look easy. It's not, folks. Let me tell you, I'm out here looking at it. It's not. Lovely Florida fairway tree. Y'all can't tell, the gimbal's back up and running after I charged my phone for a few holes. Thanks for being patient. It helps so much. It's for the Patreon supporters. Say hi. tiny fairway. OB sidewalk on the left, natural OB on the right. It's not a stroke, but it can feel that way if you get in there. She throws a perfect approach up to the green. She'll have a tap in for 3. Tina looks to do this. She'll have an easy putt. Yeah, Tina? So we have Jessica Weiss, the boomer for. Just inside circle 2, makes a super good run at it. Just a little short. Next we have Melody Weber from just outside of circle 1. Taps in the easy 3. Mello, Lisa, and Tina will. Oh no. Sometimes it happens. Just a little grip lucky. What happened? So we move on. We move on to hole 14. Here we are on hole 14. Yet another par 5. Holy moly. 8 and 55 feet. Brutal. I don't know how you guys feel about multiple par 5s in a round, but I don't like it one bit.
Well, that's fun.
Thank you. Water girl. First up we have Jessica Weiss, kicking off the par 5. She puts the nose down a little bit, throws it onto the ground, only about 200 feet in front of the tee, but it's safe. Killing it. Pumps it out over the OB, lands safe right in the middle. Lisa Ficus, ladies and gentlemen. Tina throws her meat hook reliable.
Trespass.
Trespass.
It looks like an enforcer.
Biofusion. It
Or
does look like an enforcer.
Boss, maybe.
Up next, Melody Weibel. She's a little nervous about the OB on the right. Gets a big skip in the middle of the rough. We'll find out as we get down. For those of you that just heard me burp, I'm so sorry and very embarrassed.
I need a whale sack. I need a whale sack. I know that I can just refill.
Actually,
Is this top? I like the top. I feel like the little balls aren't breaking up fast enough. I have some top.
really. We can make that work.
Jessica wastes to her low worm burner. But let's see what she does with it. She booms, but it hyzers out left and lands in the trees. Definitely safe. Might make for a tricky third shot.
Find it first, or do you want to go?
Yeah, you can. You think it's like right in here?
It's that whitish gray one right now.
Taking the time to look for Melody Weibel's disc. Found. Up next we'll have Tina.
Yeah.
We look down the pipe, the back, with an OB sidewalk all the way down. She's right in the middle of the fairway. She just said she's biting off a little bit at a time. That's all you got to do on these par fives. Mello has a tricky lie from inside of Saul Palmetto. Looks like Mello will be taking a knee, pitching out. Looking for a skip off the sidewalk, and she gets it, and it lands safe. Beautifully executed from a knee.
Come on. Dad and did that.
Next up we have Lisa Ficus. She wins the long drive contest on this hole. Looks like she'll be using the same disc, do the same thing she just did. The sidewalk continues up the right side of the fairway. Doesn't seem like they're to worry about. Just a narrow fairway and some woods on the left. and it pays off right in the middle of the fairway, part 2. I see someone congratulating Rebecca Cox, Gabriel Gales. We all love Rebecca. We're all happy to see her play again tomorrow. Shh, don't tell anyone she's one of my favorite players on tour. Love her form. Her drives are amazing.
There's a pink one right here. Pinky?
There's gotta be. That's not you?
Lisa?
Oh, it's Lisa? Lisa?
No, Lisa's in the middle.
This is a ballista.
Is that someone's towel?
Must be a left behind disc.
Not ours. Check it.
We have a disc that nobody owns.
No name, it's mine from this.
Oh, Garrett claims it.
I found an EDS chair yesterday too.
Find your disc, Garrett?
Yep, found it.
Oh, weird. The owner.
Can't believe no one's picked it up.
The owner finds his Easter egg.
Easter egg.
That's really yours?
Ah,
What are you doing? Is you this?
that's funny. Garrett Girthy caddying for Jessica. Finds a disc. Goes off for a celebratory spin.
No. I said as long as I don't get bit by a snake, we're good.
Could happen. Jessica trying to make a forehand stance work. Dealing with the mosquitoes. Throws a forehand that turned into a roller. Rolls out of bounds. Next we have Melody Waybo, pushing the boundary of the sidewalk again. Making it work. Mello throws a perfect shot right down the middle of the fairway. Should have an easy up and down from there. Tina approaches her trusty trespass. Looks to probably do the same thing again. Another one bites the dust in the middle of the fairway.
Like the safest one. That red and that one. So like, still.
We approach what I believe is Lisa's second shot. Very impressive. She's been booming them out here. Be cool if we can see her squeeze a 4 out of this par 5. Everyone would love to see a birdie. Couldn't ask for a better day out here. Some light clouds, a little bit of a breeze, about 80 degrees. Not bad. Lisa pumps one out of her OB again. and puts it under the basket. Almost hits the bottom of the cage. Love it. Love to see this kind of strong play coming from the ladies' field. Jessica eyes her OB location. Spotter helped us out with the blue flag. Thank you, spotters. Jessica's about 200 feet from the basket. She throws her putter on that and leaves her about a 15-footer. Mello throws a easy hyzer up under the pin with what appears to be one of the A-series discs. Makes it work. Easy putt. Tina hands over the trusty trespass and looks to make her approach from about 150 feet. Putter hyzer with what I would guess to be a, a soft judge. She loves it. She said on the last hole that her only goal for the rest of the round is to put her putters under the basket so she doesn't have to putt. She had a 3-putt out here on the hole that I was going from phone to gimbal, and so far it's doing her well. She's put them right under the pin. She doesn't have to putt. She doesn't have to worry. Oops, Lisa Vegas. First time we've seen the putt all day.
I wanted that for her just as much as she did.
I don't like to see that. It's so windy out here on the screen. Seems to maybe be getting the best of the nerves. You see Mello checking the headwind. It's gusty. Again, barely uses any chains, but makes it work. Going to make her second putt in. Tina will tap in her beautiful approach shot. Lisa will do the same.
How's that good?
And we move on to hole 16. I think 15. Hole 15. Getting ahead of myself. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. Hole 15 is definitely aceable birdie hole. We have Par 3, 222 feet. This thing. Oh,
No. Partridge
I like that. Partridge.
a partridge is a bird.
Trina, can I call you? Oh wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you
I'm
can't.
still working on it. That was a freestyle.
Yeah. Jess? 7. Okay. Mel? 5. I got a 5. Tina?
5.
Got a couple solid pars on that 5.
7, 5, 5, 5 actually.
I think we're done with the par 5s. Oh, 18 is? Never mind, we're not. Lots of par 5s out here. Not a fan, but I'm sure the course design is bullshit straight. First up we have Lisa Vegas. She makes it look easy. Beautiful. Tina does the same. Looking good. Naughty Willow just short of the island. Jessica, it was a beautiful hyzer flip. Putter shot.
Oh yeah, great shot.
But you can't see it. Double Mando Island hole. There's few things that are more intimidating, but they did make it 222 feet. So, doable, reachable, birdieable, aceable. Leeway Bell approaches the drop zone. Say about 100 feet out, maybe 90. And that's it. Lands right at the base of the elevated basket. Yeah, let me take a sip. Thank you. First up, looks like we're gonna have Tina Stenitis. She goes for the smart route, lays. Jessica makes a solid run at it. Just look, it's like this. runs at it again. So it's low, ramping off the rim. She wanted the 2. She walks away with a 3. We don't not like it. Jess and Tina will take their 3s and Mello will tap in her 4 and move on to hole 16.
What it was.
Hole 16 is another short par 3, 265 feet. Seems like they can't find a happy medium between a 265 footer and a 3 out here.
We're on 16. Oh, my bad. I thought it was 17. Jessica?
I got a 3.
No, 3.
4.
I'm sorry. That's okay.
I got
I threw 3 times.
3.
This is a little bit of a tighter fairway. Get off the tee and also when you get down by the basket. Lisa puts it down the middle of the fairway, hits a tree by the green, lays it down. So she should have a 30 footer. Tina throws a hyzer flip. It doesn't quite flip up all the way. Look at a long obstructed putt. Jessica throws a forehand that makes it through all the gaps, but hyzer's out right at pin high. Mello hits the first gap, tugged it a little left. Not mine. No? No. And with an obstructed putt as well. And we walk down the fairway. It's cool, it's nice and shady. I love it. Let's stay here forever. If not, let's just go to the beach. If we're going to be in the sun, we might as well be in our swimsuits. Am I right? First up we have Mello. She must have caught a early tree down here. She looks to be about 80 to 100 feet out. Beautiful shot. She'll be right under the basket. Anyone watching, do you notice anything that could be better? Video quality, critique is appreciated, welcomed.
Alright.
Next we have Tina. She looks to be about 20 feet outside of circle 2. Slides it up to about 15. Lisa takes a look at her lie. Oh. Lisa throws it in.
Let's go.
I don't want to run. I gotta get my bag.
She talks to it, it listens, and it goes in. A little bit of smack talk from the competitors. We love it.
I don't go for that long.
Jesus. Jessica says, get that junk out of here, Lisa. Solid run from the rough. As we approach the basket, my battery life approaches 10%. Will likely die before the round is over. I will be with you until the last possible minute. Hopefully we can find a gimbal with a phone charger. Tina taps in her 3, Mello will do the same. Jessica will do the same as we walk 2 hole 17s tee. Another par 3, I believe. This one has an OB pond on the left. I don't know if it's considered a pond. There's a sidewalk as well. 495 feet. A little bit of a 3, and I'd say a par 3.5. Lisa with the only 2. That huge putt. That makes huge putt number 100 for her today. Lisa up on the tee first. Looking at the scores, it looks like Lisa is leading by 5. She's the dominant force out here today. Those huge putts are keeping her in contention for the lead today. Natalie Waybell tied for second. Both of them with a +4. Lisa throws a safe forehand placement shot. Skips off the sidewalk, lands safe. Rebecca Coxon 4th with a 6 over par. Jessica Leeson 5th with a 7 over. Tina in 6th with 8 for par. Tina's going to need to par these last 2 holes to stay in the running for tomorrow. Right now, she's tied with Erica Stinchcomb. Jessica Lees goes for it. Lands out of bounds by a lot. Millie Waybell goes for the safe shot. Places it right in the middle of the fairway. across all this OB. Battery power just hit 5%. Phone off the gimbal because it's about to die. I'm going to try to throw on the charger and throw this back here again. Plugged into the charger, will not be using the gimbal, so it's going to be shaky. Sorry. Don't know how people do this for an entire round. Looks like Jessica hit the wall and still somehow went out, which is unfortunate because it was a great shot. But she'll have an easy approach to the green. Definitely, this is the hardest job I've ever done in disc golf. Live streaming an entire 3.5-hour round is brutal. Also, I don't think that there's a phone battery that can handle it, so I'm not sure how they do that. So again, I'm very sorry for having to handle my phone right now, but it's the only way that I can bring you coverage, because the gimbal does not allow for the charging port to be accessible. Mela lines up her outside the circle putt, puts it short. Tina also looks at an outside the circle putt. For those of you watching, Tina and Erica are in a tie right now. Erica has finished up. In order to win the tiebreaker, you have to have more Disc Golf Pro Tour points, or you just have to can huge putts. Holy cow. Woo! Tina holds on to her lead. We still have a brutal par 5 to finish out the round, hole 18. Looks like Jessica Weiss will join the 8 over par club. Anything could happen, folks. Anything could happen on hole 18. Mello and Lisa will tap out. For what I believe are both fours, that is a tough par 3. Very tough par 3. As we walk up to the last green, I believe we have a 3-way tie for last place for at the cut line. Very exciting. Michael Gibney keeps driving in front of my path. Love seeing the open men out here. Got double G on the bag. Gibbs in the cart. We had a Will driving around earlier watching.
Nice. Yeah, I figured. So, you had him.
Oh, Derek just handed him fruit.
Just to get him out of my bag.
Jess.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
4. Hello?
4.
Lisa?
4.
Good birdie, Tina. Like, hold on.
Was that a par 4?
Yeah.
Smash that putt. Great plan.
I think it was a par 3.
Yeah, good round.
No, it was a par. It was.
Oh, it is a par 3.
Yeah,
It's
no
a 3.5,
The round.
and the round is over.
Oh, yeah.
High fives at the end of the round.
Group photo?
After you throw.
Before?
Group photo. Group photo.
I'm down right now.
Yeah.
I'm down right now.
Before we get angry and walk off the course.
Right. Before the worst hole.
Thank you, ladies.
I'm filming it. Awkward.
All the smiles disappeared.
All right, and Tina takes the box on hole 18. Tina booms one. Leaving a shot. Love it. Lisa takes the box with a 163 Destroyer that has been flying perfectly for her the whole round. Doing just what she wants. It's a little higher than she wants maybe, but it's wide open out there on the right. Maybe, oh no, actually that's where she wants it. Just kidding. There's a Mando further down the fairway on the right side. You want to hug the left. Just Felice throws a hyzer flip, puts it on the left side. Should have an open shot. well, puts it right down the middle of the fairway. Did not hyzer like she wanted, but it will still be fine. Between two trees. The Mando tree is right in this area. So you want to throw it left and then approach the basket, which is down here. Tina places it over to the left side of the fairway so she can have a look down the Mando gap.
Did you find hers or?
Oh, I'm thinking, are you lost?
Okay, I don't know. I'll go. I just wanted to see if you found it.
Mello is ready to go, so we're going to watch her approach the Mando area. Again, the Mando is right here, just to the left of this red flag back in the woods. Mello places it. She says it's a little wide, but it looks good to me. Lisa up next. Making the Mando. That
Made it close.
Lisa pushes the boundaries, making it work. Jessica has a tough lie in the rough off the left side of the fairway, but should be able to get up and down near the Mando. Jessica throws a forehand. Looks to be pushing the boundaries of the woods on the left and makes it work. Definitely clear the Mando. No questions. My phone continues to flash very bad connection at me. But I continue to bring you live coverage. I'm sorry if it's bad. Sorry if it has poor sound. Doing the best that I can out here. It's my first time. Trying to have fun with it. Hope y'all enjoy it. Once again, we have Michael doing a flyby. Molly Waybell is going to have a tough look around the Mando tree right here. Is to the right here. So she's going to have to go around and cut a hard right. In the foreground we have Alyssa, aka the most talented photographer. Tina, are you going or is Mel going?
I thought you were going to do that. Yeah, it is me, right? Okay. That's cool. No, nobody knew. Like, that's okay.
Was amazing. A beautiful floaty backhand anhyzer that flattens out around the corner and leaves her a wide open shot to the basket right in the middle of the fairway. Tina makes a Mando, hits a stump in the middle of the fairway. It's going to be a tough up and down from there, but it can be done. Lisa's going to have a really tough look around this Mando. Maybe we'll something. Lisa with a dominant 4-stroke lead today over second place. Throws a sidearm that's going to be in the rough on the left-hand side, but she has nothing to worry about. Jessica is laying 2 with a fairly straight approach to the green. According to the brick, 235 feet. Oh, dude. Lisa found a giant pico. Check it out. Check it out. There's a backhand rock. Over a little bit, but she should have a look at it. Tina will be scrambling from the right side of the fairway after hitting a stump, unfortunately. looking to basket to give herself a look at a putt to hold on. Put herself in the running for tomorrow. Paige gives her some advice. 3-hour and 45-minute round. You're good. Yes. Yes. Oh, nice shot. Woo!
Yeah.
Dang, that was a tough lie and a great shot. And under pressure, come on. Looks like Lisa might have found a snake.
What?
See the snake
Got
game?
one? What is it? It's a snake. Okay. Oh, it's a baby snake. Come on. It's so small.
He's playing
Yeah,
dead.
it's a fake one.
It's a glass lizard. And he's probably playing dead.
No, he's not.
It's a Dollar Tree snake.
No, it's dead. Is he dead or alive? It's dead.
It's just a glass lizard, so it won't bite.
It's 100% dead.
I think that was to make a picture or something.
Jokesters around here.
I know, right? Moved it. Okay. We good. There's not a family here.
No family over here.
Snakes don't have families.
No?
No.
They don't have moms and dads.
They were not actually born.
No, they have moms and dads, but they bail. Mom and dad says later you fend for yourself.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun.
Lisa from the Riff.
Oh, I turned it. Come on.
Nice. Lisa throws a great shot from the rough. Lisa, what disc was that?
MD2, that's fine.
Have our little glass lizard friend that appears to not have made it, which is sad. It's just a glass lizard. They don't have legs. It's a lizard with no legs. I'm being serious. You can see them, they're little stumpies.
They call those snakes.
No, they're...
I'm kidding, I know. I've heard about it actually.
Tina, tell me what you know about snakes.
They don't have bones.
Wrong.
I thought about it when I was
They
saying
don't
it,
have-
like, I think this is wrong.
I thought you were going to say hearts, and I was like, I can't argue with that.
They lay eggs.
They do. They
That's
do.
what I know about snakes.
That they have
Some
no
of them-
lay eggs.
Some are alive, some are dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jessica Weiss outside circle 1 for a birdie. solid run. Mrs. just left.
Not ready, I'll go.
Tina from about 8 feet inside the circle, looking to save her par and play another day. She tells me she's mostly here for the vacation. But it looks like she's here to make putts, baby. Woo! It is official. Jessica Weiss and Tina Stenitis will be playing again tomorrow. Erica Stenchcombe and Courtney Cannon did not make the cut, sadly, but they are in Florida and it is beautiful. Why not make it a vacation? Jessica taps in for and Lisa dominating the day in her par putt. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Prodigy Disc. Thank you, Patreons, for supporting. Thank you, Steve Dodge, for holding me out there doing my coverage. And we will
100%.
be back later.
3 people at +8? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was exciting.
I'm glad.